All right, buddy. So what's your name and where you from?
I'm Milk 7 and I'm from the west side of South Central LA.
West side of South Central LA, ladies and gentlemen. And I seen you first. The first time I seen you was on Big Herc's channel. And ladies and gentlemen, go check his channel out. He does a lot of good interviews as well. But Big Herc's channel and your story is pretty wild. I didn't watch all of the videos, but the one I watched was pretty interesting. Uh, Give the people a little background on why your life is a little more different than the average white guys out there in
Okay.
South Central, man. Unless it is common, and I could be mistaken. I don't know.
I mean, in South Central LA, it's not really common for a white person to be in that community. Feel me? I was adopted at 7 days old to a black family, so I grew up in South LA all my life. Moved around a couple spots, then I landed on Figueroa and 79th, and that's where it all started at. So
Yeah,
it's very different, you know.
yeah. And you say you were adopted at 7 years old by a black family.
No, 7 days old.
7 days old.
Yeah.
7 days old. Okay, so that's all you knew, man. Is that culture, that way of life?
Yeah. That's all I knew from
Yeah.
from the beginning to now.
So I mean, growing up out there in that area, man. I mean, I don't know the area at all. I mean, I've heard my things, here and there, but I mean, did the people like embrace you, man? I mean, did you ever have struggles out there in the hood just because you're white or what?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I had struggles. You feel me? I had struggles. I was gang banging. I was from a gang that don't nobody really get along with in LA. So that that caused a lot of problems. And then just being white in that area, period. You feel me? Being extra out or anything like that, you're gonna upset a lot of people. So it's gonna be a lot of problems, a lot of people starting issues, everything like that.
Yeah,
It's a lot
yeah.
of problems.
Would you say you had to kind of step it up a notch, being that you're white, man? Like when it came to putting in a little extra work or something, or just going
Yeah,
hard?
yeah, from the putting in the work to the being on the block every day, all day, damn near living in the community. You feel me? Yeah, all that. The colors, the clothing, the Instagramming, the everything. Yeah, you gotta go a little harder. You're
Yeah,
gonna have a lot of people gonna test you pretty much.
yeah. That's crazy, man. Okay, so who were you running with, or who are you running with?
I'm running with the Hoovers.
Hoovers. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. So you done some time out there in California as well, correct?
yeah. I did time.
Okay. Well, tell me about that, man. Going in there as a white dude claiming Hoover. Uh, I mean, did well, how? Where'd you go? First of all,
I,
where the hell did you go into your first time?
I mean, my first time, like the first time, I just went to a police station and got like a slap on the wrist. The next time it was Los Padrinos. I've been in Los Padrinos. That's LP Central. That's East Lake. I done been to Silmore. I done did Camp Page. I done did everything. And every time I went in there, it was issues and it was fights. I had a lot of fights in there. All that type of shit. You feel me? I'm banging a black gang, so a lot of people don't like me already. Then I'm banging Hoover on top of that, so that's more.
Enemies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more enemies. So it's like when I hit the county jail, it was crazy because I'm going into these cell blocks, 6-man cells with six different black people, and I don't know where the fuck they from, and I gotta go in there, chin up, chest out, and bang the set. So
Yeah. I mean, did you have any tats that kind of clarify what you were running with, or did you just state your shit as soon as you walked in there? I mean, I know kind of what I heard how California runs. They kind of run up on you, figure out what's going on, but you're kind of running with a car that doesn't have as crazy politics as others when it comes to certain things. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, how was that?
I mean it was to me uh it was like being on the street because I ran into damn near everybody that I knew from the street in the county jail. So it was just like being on the block but in the cell. It was still people that was from the set that didn't think I was from the set. So yeah, I went through that too. Like, oh, you ain't
Oh
from the
man.
set, shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? But It didn't happen like that. You feel me? Because everybody that I was around from the shoe to the main line, I knew everybody, and I always walked the main line in the county jail, central. I mean, from juvenile hall on up. I just
Yeah,
never hit prison.
yeah, yeah. You think it'd be different if you went to the penitentiary?
It'll be horrible. I didn't already be. I didn't already. I didn't
Ah.
already been schooled on that. I'm not worried. Like I'm not really like sweating it. But yeah, if I hit a prison in California, Salinas Valley, Folsom, uh, Old Folsom, Corcoran, it's gonna be a problem on the 4 yard. I really don't know if I know level 1 and 2, but the 4 yards, yeah, they gonna try to escape me.
Yeah, bro, that should be wild, man. I mean, you wasn't fold, would you? You just
Ah, hell
you
nah.
still,
I didn't
yeah.
fold in the county. They rushed me in the county. Yeah, they rushed me in the county. I was coming from medical in Men's Central Jail, and I was coming from medical, and I got back to the cell block, and it was like a wood, kind of like Wes Watson, kind of looked
Mm,
like him. And
mm.
he approached me from the other side of the bar, and he was like, "What's up, guy? This is me." I guess he's saying
Oh,
like,
so it's a white guys.
yeah, I guess he's
Oh
saying
shit.
like he's the top for the woods or whatever, and I'm like, bro, like just calm down because I'm not in the wood. I'm from West Side Hoover, and I guess he got mad and
Oh man. Oh man. I
disrespected
know.
me.
As
Like,
soon as you said it, he heard your voice. He's like, "Oh
yeah, he was on
damn."
them California woods, like tatted up, big, like don't like me for shit, and then I kind of like walked off with like a fuck you, and hit the tier and went in my cell. And the next day was yard. I went to yard. None of my homies went. You know, it's other blacks because I'm running with the black card, obviously, but none of my homies went. It was yard roof time. We went on the 3,000 floor. They was playing basketball. I went to go get some water, walked back. When I walked back to get some water the second time, when I turned around, it was like 6 or 7 white males, woods, and they tried to rush me, and they tried to do it like quiet, and they tried to like sneak me real bad, but it went very bad from there because I had about 6 people run over there with me, and it was like a full-fledged riot on the roof. Feel me?
Really?
Trash cans being used, everything. You know, the police was coming out to the door saying stop. You got the other blacks telling me don't stop, don't get down, no, keep going. So you know, it didn't stop. Then they came out there with the little pepper spray and shit like that.
That's wild,
Yeah.
man. That's wild as hell. At least they rode with you though.
Yeah, no, they did for sure. There's a 2 or 3 people got on the ground, but that's to be expected. You feel me? A lot of them don't want to be put in a position because of me, and I got to take that in my mind too. You know, like I hit one of these yards, everybody not going to ride with me. You feel me?
Yeah. 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 And you know, you're lucky you had those guys too. They knew you from the streets as well. So that's
Nah,
always
but the ones that rode with me on the roof didn't know me from a
Oh,
can of
okay.
paint.
Okay. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they was from other areas like in Watts and Long Beach. They was Crips from other areas.
Yeah. You know, I interviewed someone in the past, just recently, man. He said, yeah, you know, regardless, you know, if he's representing something and, you know, everything, you know, checks out, you know, they're forced to ride with him, you know, even if they don't want to,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
I seen that. I seen that interview, and I know what he's talking about. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's true. But you know, I didn't have no problems. I was in there, and I was going up. Like I was going to the hole like 3 times. That for the incident with the woods on the roof. You feel me? They was like, "Oh, do you need medical? Anything wrong?" I'm like, "Ain't shit wrong. I don't know what happened." Boom. They sent me to the hole. We got out in like 4 days. They tried to send me back right down to 2300 where the shit happened at. And one of the sheriffs came and was like, "Nah, we can't send him back down there. They trying to set us up." So he sent me to 2800, and when he sent me down there, that's where everybody was at. But I was fighting enemies and everybody. Like I was doing everything. I went to the hole like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It was whatever.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you something, man. Let me ask you something. What do you think about what do you think about dudes out here on the East Coast claiming like representing some kind of organization, man? do people on the West Coast kind of look at like East Coast gang banging in a different way? Like,
Yeah, I mean
kind
to
of like a
be
joke. I'm talking about like at a whole. Is there kind of like a topic out there like that East Coast gang banging shit? You know, kind of laugh
yeah,
it off. Is it like that?
to, to be honest, it is. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Like if you think of like some East Coast Bloods, you probably alive kind of. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how LA is. You from LA think of that like they think of San Bernardino in the Valley like that. So it's the same thing.
Oh God! So I can only imagine how they look at like the cats from the East Coast or
Yeah.
Minnesota or some shit doing
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy as fuck.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that going on nowadays, though, man. A lot of people either they're, you know, joining some kind of organization that ain't right, or they're just trying to imitate it, or whatever the case is. It's just a kind of like a fashion statement out there nowadays. Uh, I mean, what would you say to people that are trying to embrace a gang life, man? You know?
I mean, they really need to like just leave it alone and go embrace some getting money. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
if you ain't gonna do it right, you don't need to do it at all. You feel me? And these days and time, like that shit is over with. Like it's pretty much kind of done. It's like watered down. It's
I
like they
feel
didn't.
as though it is too watered down,
It's
bro.
like they didn't
It's
took like
done.
a fucking jug of juice and poured out about 80% of it or 85% and poured the rest, filled it back up with water. That's how it is. So it's pretty much over. Like everything is done. Like it's no more cold in this shit. Everything is done, bro. So I mean, I look at them like it's certain people that I be seeing, and I kind of laugh at it, like, but it is what it is. Cause I actually grew up in this shit, and I actually grew up in South LA all my life, and the whole time I was there, I was the only white male that was gangbanging,
Yeah, yeah. That's
pretty
wild,
much.
man. I mean, I just don't understand how something like that can be appealing to you, man. You know?
I don't know.
I mean, did you ever chill with any guys as like surfers and shit growing up at all?
Nah,
No
like never.
surfers or skateboarders,
Nah, like
none
my
of that?
whole life, I never even been with a white girl. Period. Like my whole life. Like nah, I was
That's
just
crazy, man.
in the ghetto my whole life.
That's wild, man. Damn, I know your perspective on things is totally different than most. And if someone were to just walk up on you, let's say you took a trip down to Tennessee or something, and you're in the grocery aisle, motherfucker wouldn't know not one damn thing of what you've been through, man, and how you lived your life. That shit's crazy. They wouldn't
Yeah, it's
even know.
crazy. I just don't. I never understood California politics in jail, but it is what it is. Like it is.
Yeah,
But I just feel like a white running with the blacks have more they have more problems than any other race. Like a black with a Serranio hood is not gonna get ran up on by blacks. You know, boy
yeah,
said that. It's the truth. They not. I
yeah.
was in jail while I was seeing them. They won't get touched. They could lie and say they Puerto Rican or something, and it's no problem. Like it's crazy. Well, I can't say nothing. I can't say like I'm from. What
Yeah.
am I gonna say?
You know.
But yeah, I've been in the county and seen people that I came in with die in the next cell over. Like it was that crazy in the county jail in LA. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how? Oh, I remember what I was gonna ask you earlier too. But let me ask you this. I mean, how many damn county jails are in L.A.? I thought it was just L.A. County.
Nah, it's one, but then they got the Twin Towers where they send like all the J cats, like all the. It's not really for J cats, it's for the people with mental problems.
Yeah,
You have all the gangbangers going over there wearing yellow and blues, like running from the problems, running from their enemies and shit like that. So
yeah,
yeah, and then you got Wayside where they ship you out about 30 minutes from LA, and that's like a baby prison. And I done been there to Supermax 714. They got a yard like the prison and everything.
yeah,
Yeah, so they got Men's Central Jail, Wayside, and then the Twin Towers.
yeah. So I mean, you ain't never ran across no one like you in the system?
Yeah, I mean I have. I ran into a white from PDL. His name was Carrot Top.
Uh huh.
He was in there fighting a lot of time too. He was in there fighting like a lot of time, like a couple of football numbers. It was
Yeah.
another one from Long Beach. You heard of Insane Crit?
Uh huh.
Yeah, it was one from over there. He had got rushed by the Woods too up in I think it was in East Max. Yeah,
Yeah.
they rushed him up in there.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. At least you ain't gone to the penitentiary, man, and I hope you never ever have to experience nothing like that, because you know the drill, man. You out there, you know what's to be looking forward to if you
Yeah, I'm
do,
gonna
man.
have. I just through the grace of God, I was able to slip through every crick and cranny, and I really never was. I never went to prison. I know a lot of people that never went to prison, but I know a lot of people that is in prison and have went to prison. And my brother-in-law, he did 25 years and got out, so he already told me everything about prison in California to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They die
Uh,
out here though. There's been other white Crips from like different parts of LA that then died out here in prison that then got fucked over.
yeah, that's scary, man. You know, it makes you. I mean, if you hold your own, even go into the pen and still hold that, you're a warrior in my book. You know what I mean? Because that shit's like a death sentence, man. You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, look, you got your own YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you ever want to go check out his stuff, tell people a little bit about your channel, what you got going on, Instagram, all that.
I mean, I'm YouTube and Instagram Milk74TV. That's pretty much what it is. I'm still up and coming on that shit. I only started the YouTube channel really after I did that Fresh Out interview. So I'm
Yeah,
just on here really ruffling feathers and shit like that.
yeah, ruffling feathers. Yeah, ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that, man. Do it how you want to do it. But regardless of what you do on the side, it doesn't matter. You still have a very interesting story, man. I mean, not anyone could just say they were adopted into a family at 7 days old and, lived a whole different, lifestyle or culture than most people would. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and went to I like for the first 20 years of my life or 21 years of my life, I was the only white besides like the police, the firefighters, or like the teachers at the school. That was pretty much it. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild, man. Yeah, man, you got a good story. And look, just keep doing what you're doing, man. Stay out of trouble and, stay free at all costs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. Likewise, bro.
All right, bro. And anyone else that want to go follow his content, I'll leave everything pinned in the comment section below and in the description of the video as well. And you just have a good rest of your day. All right, bro?
All right, bro.